A quote from Dr. Carl Sagan: Voyager 1 and 2 serve as humanity's ambassadors, venturing into the infinite reaches of space to demonstrate that we can aspire to the stars. These two NASA probes are the first human-made objects to embark on such a journey. Voyager 1 unexpectedly received a strange response from a nearby object in space, suggesting that we might have made contact with an alien force. The Voyager probes are the farthest objects humans have ever sent, and they will be the first representatives of humanity to potentially encounter alien worlds. Dr. Carl Sagan was a brilliant astronomer, cosmologist, and visionary, and he had the aspiration to discover extraterrestrial life. He pioneered the field of exobiology, captivated by the idea that life could exist beyond Earth. He was convinced that one day, humanity would venture into space to explore and possibly meet other species. Voyager 1 and 2 were the first messengers of this mission. In the late 1970s, these space explorers began their incredible journey. Some scientists doubted the mission's chances for great success and hoped only that the probes would reach Jupiter and Saturn intact. However, people like Dr. Sagan believed these probes would go far beyond and become the first interstellar ambassadors for mankind. The visionaries behind the Voyager probes equipped them with golden discs, containing messages from Earth to represent all of humanity. It was Sagan's deep hope that these probes would one day reach intelligent alien beings, just as we would eagerly study any alien object that entered our solar system. He imagined other beings, somewhere in the galaxy, might do the same with the Voyager probes we sent out. Thousands of years from now, but perhaps sooner, Voyager 1 might already have detected signs of alien intelligence in space. Just beyond the edge of our solar system, something appeared that might be a response from a nearby object. Are we witnessing the presence of countless alien worlds? A quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson: the Voyager missions remind us that there is much more to uncover, and that each star in the sky could represent a world waiting to be discovered. Considering the vastness of the universe, can we truly believe we're the only living beings? Probably not. Even if no direct evidence of other life forms has been found yet, they almost certainly exist. Just as Carl Sagan had confidence in the success of the Voyager missions, astronomers and scientists today still believe in the incredible success of these probes. Neil deGrasse Tyson reminds us that we might be looking at thousands, even millions, of alien worlds every night without knowing it. In the 1960s and 1970s, exobiologist Carl Sagan focused his research on the atmospheres of planets and moons within the solar system, searching for conditions suitable for extraterrestrial life. He hoped that the Voyager probes would provide further insight. During their flybys of Jupiter and Saturn, the probes uncovered a range of new moons, some of which are now leading candidates for hosting life. Sagan famously stated that we are all made of stardust. Our bodies, and the Earth itself, were formed from the remnants of ancient stars that exploded in our solar system. The elements came together in a special way, and with the addition of some coincidences, life emerged. If life could form here from these elements and circumstances, it could happen elsewhere too. The universe is vast, and our ability to search and explore other worlds is still in its early stages. We are a mere pale blue dot, as shown in the iconic photo taken by Voyager 1 from 6 billion kilometers away, shrinking our massive planet into a tiny speck. Even within our own solar system, the dimensions are staggering. Can you imagine how many other such worlds could exist in a universe with billions of galaxies, stars, and planets? Scientists estimate that at least 36 planets with conditions similar to Earth's might exist in the visible universe. Somewhere in the immense expanse of the cosmos, 36 more Earth-like worlds may be hidden. Despite the challenges of searching across such immense distances, we still have a chance of finding them. To truly understand what's out there, we need to explore the interstellar medium, the space between stars and star systems. The Voyager probes were the first to cross this mysterious threshold a few years ago, and that's when something unexpected happened. Voyager 1 hit a barrier and encountered a mysterious force at the edge of the solar system. A quote from Stephen Hawking: we are on the verge of crossing the final boundaries of our solar system. Voyager 1 and 2 have shown us how far we are capable of going. When Voyager 1 reached the heliopause in 2012, it was a landmark moment in the history of space exploration. The heliopause marks the outer boundary of the heliosphere, the region of space under the influence and protection of our Sun. At this point, the Sun's influence ends and interstellar space begins. Crossing this boundary was both a scientific milestone and a symbolic leap into the unknown. Scientists had high hopes for the data Voyager 1 would provide as it moved beyond the heliopause. They sought new understanding of the heliopause structure, the interaction between solar wind and interstellar matter, and a clearer picture of the dynamics of our solar system. The next phase of the mission brought research into the nature of interstellar space itself. For scientists, the data was like winning the jackpot. Since the Voyager probes entered the interstellar medium, monitoring these instruments has felt like exploring a long-anticipated new frontier. The results not only met but exceeded expectations. However, the conditions at the edge of the solar system were vastly different from what scientists had predicted. Measurements revealed a sudden increase in environmental density, and for Voyager 1, crossing this boundary was like running into a wall. This discovery was astounding, as researchers had assumed that the transition from the heliopause to interstellar space would be smooth and gradual. It seems that some form of wall builds up at the edge of the solar system, possibly due to pressure exerted by interstellar space on the heliosphere. This wall could actually act as a shield for our solar system. While the interstellar medium is an exciting field of research, it would be extremely hazardous for us due to its high levels of radiation. The Sun envelopes us in a protective layer of particle streams, guarding against the radiation of interstellar space. Now, imagine a far future scenario, a manned spaceship crossing this boundary. A vessel with conventional propulsion systems would experience a noticeable bump at this threshold, entering a space with entirely different physical conditions than those found within the solar system. The spacecraft would face the challenge of coping with more intense cosmic radiation and navigating an unfamiliar medium. Despite this, Voyager 1 has not significantly increased its speed even in this altered environment, indicating that space is not entirely empty. Some resistance still exists, preventing the probe from accelerating without limit. We still know very little about this region. The data from Voyager 1 and 2 are some of the first reliable clues about this part of the universe. Could signals from an unknown force help solve the puzzle of what Voyager 1 encountered? Voyager 1 is equipped with several instruments to measure particle flows, electromagnetic fields, and other cosmic phenomena. Its magnetometer records the strength and direction of magnetic fields, allowing the probe to detect anomalies that could signify the presence of objects or even artificial structures. The plasma wave subsystem picks up electromagnetic waves in the plasma of interstellar space, and unusual signals could suggest alien activity or communication. The ultraviolet spectrometer, as its name implies, measures ultraviolet light emitted by stars and celestial bodies. Unexpected ultraviolet readings could point to artificial sources or unknown cosmic events. Meanwhile, Voyager 1's infrared interferometer spectrometer detects thermal energy and possible heat sources in interstellar space. Recently, Voyager 1 detected an unusual stream of particles in an area where scientists didn't expect any such activity. While some considered this a measurement error, others suggested a more exciting possibility. This stream could indicate the presence of an unknown object or force. If this turns out to be true, it would be a groundbreaking discovery. There might be something out there in the vastness between stars and galaxies. Given the immense distances to the nearest stars, the interstellar medium is a dark place. Voyager's cameras have long been shut off to conserve energy, and they would be of little use now, given the near-total darkness surrounding the probe. Although we can't visually detect objects in this region, we might identify them through their radiation or other traces they leave in space. It's also possible that rogue planets, ejected from their systems, could be wandering through space until they find a new star to orbit. But it's equally conceivable that strange radiation could come from the technology of advanced alien civilizations or from unknown elemental forces in space. Press the subscribe button, there are many more fascinating highlights to come.